Assalamualaikum. Good evening. Evening. Mana orang boleh tahu kita evening kan? But anyway,
Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Yeah. We are. Kita cuti 2 episod. I think 2 episod, 2 minggu.
2 episod.
Kita cuti 2 minggu. And then today kita berada di Property Hub punya office di T1
Gundusan.
Okay, so
Office-nya sangat nice, sangat nice.
Sangat nice.
Yang interior design.
Ya.
Industrial, modern, rasa macam aku pun mau jadi agent.
Macam aku pun mau kerja sini, macam begitu perasaannya.
Lepas tu dia punya pantry best.
Ya.
Gitu. Anyway, we have a very special guest tonight. We have the one and only lady that run the industry. At the cream of the crop sekarang, Puan Hilda Halim. So thank you Kak.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
In
Thank
this,
you for having this.
Yeah, thank
all
you so
this.
much. I really love the table.
Yeah, kami sangat selesa dan suka. Ini yang kami mahu sebenarnya.
Yeah.
So as usual Sabahan bilang, we're bringing all the best as we can to show yang kita di Sabah ni banyak benda best kan. So okay Kak Hilda, minta maaf kami ni pun ada sedikit rushing a bit here and there sebab kita punya pie injured sebab dia baru naik gunung. Tapi how's your ni hand?
Doktor bilang dia just bukan fracture tapi dia punya tendon strain.
Tendon.
Tendon
Okay.
saja. So
Alright.
dia bagi tahu jual kalau ada macam nampak biru ada one serious.
Ini kali keberapa kau naik gunung?
Ini ke-6 naik 3 kali ke puncak.
So Kak Hilda sudah sampai?
Dalam mimpi.
Oh, sama lah kita. Okay. Okay Kak, we introduce yourself.
My name is Hilda Halim. I'm in this industry sudah coming to 9 years. I started dari bank dulu, banking industry for 21 years. Lepas tu I took early retirement. Then I joined insurance for only 1 year. Lepas tu I don't think insurance is my cup of tea. Then I joined property. And here property hub.
So you from bank to insurance. What makes you change? What makes that berpindah?
Because waktu di bank kan kita terdedah dengan buat sales, loan rumah semua. Dan selepas dipaksa untuk retire oleh my husband.
Wow.
Ya. Dia suruh pilih. Sudah balik-balik dia bilang bagus kau resign. But then as a woman, I do not know other things to do. Masih lagi try to berdolak-dalik lah untuk pencen. Nanti dia cakap you choose your family or your career. So as a wife, a mother and a career lady, of course I choose my family. Then I join insurance, tapi insurance is so not for me. And then one of the few clients, the insurance company called me for me to sell their houses. Then I check macam mana cara untuk jual rumah, so I have to take license. And here I am.
Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of way. Macam mana kita actually, yeah. Any question from your side actually?
Probably, what is a real estate negotiator or REN, and what are their responsibilities?
Real estate negotiator we have few lah. Real estate negotiator, we call it REN. We have PEA, professionally estate agent, and the other one is REA, which is real estate agent. But I will explain that later lah. But basically realtors ni, dia punya tugas ialah untuk membantu jual beli dan sewa hartanah, be it tanah, be it kedai or rumah kan. And then dia mesti ikut the prosedur yang betul. Dan kadang-kadang benda tu boleh tanpa memerlukan ambil masa yang lama. So agent ni, realtors ni yang akan membantu untuk mempercepatkan proses tu kalau ikut a proper procedure gitu. And then being a realtor juga, you have to be registered under lembaga penilai pentaksir ejen hartanah dan pengurusan hartanah di bawah Kementerian Keuangan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nah, see, this is new for me.
Yeah.
Selama ni saya tidak tahu tu.
Yeah.
Dia registration ini sama dengan yang valuer tu.
Betul. Kami satu rumah tapi lain bilik.
Lain bilik.
Begitu.
Oh, okay.
Ya.
So, macam saya kan background engineering. Kalau macam buat jalan raya ni, kita government terpaksa acquire tanah. So normally we will refer to valuer. Tapi baru hari ini saya tahu rupanya REN ni pun register under rumah yang sama.
Yes. Di dalam situ ada property management. Property management ni ialah yang menjaga bangunan. Kalau macam contohnya macam Plaza Shell, mesti ada property management yang jaga di situ. Begitu juga dengan kondo mesti ada property management. It falls under ini jugalah. Macam saya cakap lah, satu rumah lain bilik. Gitu.
So kalau ada apa-apa saya misconduct kena jadi ni lah.
Definitely.
Jadi
Kalau
ke bank negara lah.
we go board dulu, lembaga tu dulu.
Okay.
Lembaga tu akan akan melakukan siasatan lah. Kalau didapati agent tu, bukan agent, lebih call it broker lah, those yang tidak ada lesen kan, menjual rumah tanpa lesen, then the lembaga tu akan
Take action.
take action lah. Dendanya dalam 3 tahun penjara atau 300,000.
Nah,
It's not cheap. So
Jangan
those yang tidak ada lesen, nggak bisa ambil lesen.
So kalau macam contoh if I want to sell my land gitu kan, so I just want to sell, I cannot pick up simply. Is it?
You cannot simply pick up macam mana?
Any agent. I must memang ambil agent. What if the person is like my family members and all?
No. Kenapa you need to take a licensed agent? Ialah satu, they know all the procedure. And then kalau ada misconduct by the broker ni terms yang kami panggil untuk agent yang tidak ada lesen lah. Kalau ada misconduct, you do not have anybody atau mana-mana agency for you to refer to. Kalau licensed agent kan, kami terikat, we have to go by the book, and then we cannot just simply mark up the price. We are not allowed to do so. Kalau the seller bilang, Hilda, I want to sell my house at 1.2, then you will see us jual pada harga 1.2. Kami tidak akan jual pergi 2.2 or 1.5 begitu. We cannot
tidak
do
boleh
that.
sembarangan
We
lah.
cannot.
Ada
But
dia
most
punya-
brokers will do that. That's why it is wise to appoint agent. Furthermore, you can claim our professional fee. You can claim di dalam your RPGT because you appoint us as a agent kan. So the fee tu kan kamu boleh masuk dalam kalau kamu kena macam RPGT gitu kan. So you can deduct that. Jadi bayaran untuk RPGT tu kurang lah.
So maksud dia kalau siapa-siapa yang beli tanah dengan broker ke tanah atau rumah broker belum tentu itu harga betul lah.
Betul. Betul, exactly.
Mungkin kena markup lagi
Yeah.
apa.
Lepas tu
Padahal-
1 tahun nak berjual. Kenapa nak berjual?
Jadi
itu.
cari yang berlesen,
Ya,
itu
cari
harga itu confirm harga pasaran.
Ya,
Lepas tu broker tu bagi alasan, buat tempat mau banyak itu banyak ini. Ini ada makau.
So apa beza yang tadi kalau itu ada REN,
REN,
PEA apa.
REA.
Oh, okay. Di property industry kan, tengoklah ada certain agencies yang macam saya waktu saya first join Property Hub, after kena lalui 2 pengalaman yang tidak best. Kena reject by 2 different property agencies lah, because they're not ready to have agent yang booming. They're not ready yet at that time. So coming to Property Hub, because I saw this one advertisement di Facebook, dalam this Property Hub is looking for negotiator. So I call Property Hub, and Property Hub said, come and interview. After the first interview, then my managing director bilang, okay, come to the second interview. So after the second interview, then okay, you're in. So my first question is, I want to be a team leader, because I know there's out there ramai kawan-kawan, especially wanita dan bumi putra yang they are very good, tapi dorang tidak tahu macam mana mau jadi property agent. So I'm here to assist them and to guide them untuk jadi property agent yang berjaya, insyaAllah. So di Property Hub, bila I said to my managing director, Mr. Enoch Koo, I said I want to be a team leader, and they guided me towards the path yang bila sampai certain level, dia bilang, okay Hilda, you want to be team leader? We think you are ready. After a few interviews, then okay, you're team leader in Property Hub. So di Property Hub, dia akan sediakan career path. You want to be Rambo? Rambo ni artinya satu orang sudah aku tembak, aku jual rumah sendiri. Rambo. Okay. Yes. Or you want to be
one man show.
Yes. Or you want to be cuma deal dengan corporate agency sahaja. You don't want to do any yang rumah ke apa. You want to serve corporate saja. Ada. Or you want to be a team leader. So di Property Hub, currently we have 4 team leader. That includes me lah.
Only 4 and includes you.
Includes
Perempuan?
me. Semua perempuan.
Oh, wow, look at
Semua
that.
perempuan. If you're a mother, you can be a team leader. Cuma ada satu, our team leader bujang lah. But then she's very senior, she's very good. And then, okay, once you become a team leader, kan, masih lagi REN lah. Asal masuk siap property industry, you'll get this license untuk dapatkan real estate negotiator. Artinya you help the buyer and seller to negotiate. Macam pencari jodoh lah. Kau mau cari siapa? Okay, I can carikan untuk kau begitu. Then jumpa. Then I will assist them. Ren ni akan assist untuk negotiate harga yang ngam-ngam. Okay, let me help you with the bank loan apa semua. Dia hanya satu orang saja. So if you think you want to go higher, you can get ada certain experience dalam this industry, and then kena ambil diploma, and then ada siri paperwork you have to do, interviews, kan, work diary for a few years lah. Then only you'll be PEA. This is probationary estate agent. Artinya dia sudah selangkah untuk menjadi real estate agent. Agent ni ialah real estate agent, REA. Dia boleh open their own agency, macam Hilda Halim Real Estate Agency yang begitu.
Interesting ya, dia lebih kurang macam kalau professional agent ni bila
Betul.
betul. Dia ada professional engineering punya ni certificate,
Yes.
terus boleh buka satu company sendiri.
Yes, and the process to get to REA is not easy. Ada few series of interviews, paperwork you have to do. I'm in that stage now lah. I do hope I can go through REA dengan mudah lah.
Amin.
Yeah.
We really proud. I mean, being. I know Kahilda as a friend, but actually, I really admire the journey. I really admire the journey. Yesterday, I visited here, and I saw her picture, and I was sebab. I don't know why, for what reason.
Proud
but
lah, Bang.
I'm proud
Bangga.
because kalau kita mencari kawan, to me lah, mencari kawan mencari kawan yang positif.
Yes.
Yang mau tengok kan, kita shock tengok kawan yang baik ialah kawan yang shock tengok kawan berjaya. Itulah macam she also like always encourage me, how I run things, and then bila nampak gambar dia yang kan I show kan, oh my god,
Berturut berturut.
I come and kiss her. Selalu Raya nak jumpa dia ni, tapi semalam aku rasa wow, I'm proud, I'm really proud. And even tadi during meeting, I show her picture to one of her friend. I said, no, you know what, we have this lady which is macam hidden gems bah. When we have a good bumi and also wanita to run. So next session, we're going to have a break for a while. So, next session.
We'll be back. Stay tuned.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to our podcast. So, as mentioned, we have our guest, Juan Hilda. Now, what are the challenges of being a female real estate negotiator?
Satu, sometimes lah, the sellers, not wanita also lah, like being realtors kan. Sometimes sellers put a higher market price. Say lah the house, bila kita check dengan valuer, the price is only 500 contoh. But they're being very ambitious. They're selling at, you know what, my house, I've done this, that, semua, I can sell at 1.2.
Wow.
Wow.
Because they believe in willing buyer, willing seller. But then, kan kalau bank akan ambil 90% from market value or harga jualan. So, whichever the lowest kan. So of course market value sudah burst. Jadi that's one of the difficult challenges lah, not difficult lah. And then rejection. Rejection. Kadang-kadang kita sudah bawa pergi rumah ni, kita sudah bawa macam 5 orang, 10 orang, tapi I don't like lah dia punya kitchen, I don't like ini apa semua. So tapi orang bilang apa tu? Yang apa, tegal biasa apa?
Ala bisa Tegal biasa.
Yes. Rejection is normal. Kadang-kadang time management juga. Time management. Okay Hilda, I will see you at that house at 10 o'clock. So kau pun awal, because as a negotiator, as a realtor, you have to be earlier, at least 15 minutes earlier than your clients. Kadang-kadang orang datang pukul 11, 11.30 begitu kan. So
Alasan pukul tak? Masuk
kadang-kadang orang lupa lah. Kadang-kadang on the way. Yalah, on the way lah, you know. One of the challenges lah. Jadi kena sabar. Rasa nak marah tapi sabar.
Any superstitious challenge?
Superstitious.
We want to add a bit lah kan. Very serious kan.
Superstitious macam mana?
Superstitious.
Dia bilang ada penghuni di dalam.
Ya, ada.
Kita tak nampak.
Is it superstitious? Yeah, maybe lah.
Superstitious.
Ataupun superstitious klien yang
Ya. Actually, I ada dua experience lah. Satu tu,
itu yang mau dengar tu.
satu tu the both husband and wife bilang, Hilda, please sell our house. I cannot mention di mana lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lepas ni mention.
Off record. Then of course I asked lah, kenapa you want to sell? Because the house is quite nice, you know. Dia bilang, we believe this house is haunted.
Huh? Oh yeah.
It's haunted.
Okay.
Bear in mind, we as a realtor, we need to go to the house to take pictures. Rumah tu sudah kosong. Jadi kau terpaksa masuk pergi rumah yang kononnya berhantu kan. Jadi
Aku bagi
macam-macam bacaan jugalah untuk
You pergi seorang kah?
No, of course I bring my colleague. Yeah, on that day I think I brought my husband kah atau my colleague.
Did you experience anything? No.
Tiada.
Oh, this one for the 9 years you didn't.
Ada pernah rasa macam ada masuk dalam rumah,
Meremang.
macam kenapa macam kembang-kembang dia rasa ni kan, tapi kita as a Muslim kan, jadi kita baca dulu lah. Tapi kalau diberi pilihan antara masuk rumah hantu atau masuk rumah yang penuh cecak, I will go to rumah hantu. I don't want to go to rumah yang ada banyak cecak. I don't want to go. Ada juga yang another case, this is my colleague lah. The client sudah bayar deposit. Oh, we love this house apa semua. Sudah bayar semua, okay, sudah atur. Tinggal mau tunggu loan. Then she call, the buyer call. We need to bring the Feng Shui master.
Huh?
So masuk sejak Feng Shui master ke rumah tu, then the Feng Shui master said, this house is not for you. So the deal aborted. Although sudah bayar deposit.
So the person returned.
Then forfeited lah.
Forfeited.
Forfeited.
Oh my.
That is one
Why
of...
don't they bring the Feng Shui master before the deposit?
Ya, sepatutnya bawa Feng Shui
Yeah.
master.
So I think this is one of the tip also for our friend yang pakai Feng Shui master. Please get the Feng
Yes.
Shui master first.
Sebelum.
Before
Put a
you
deposit,
put
yeah.
all everything on the
Yeah.
table kan.
So yang rumah yang dia bilang ada penghuni itu,
Kau masih berminat atau kita sudah pergi?
owner baru dia tidak ada masalah.
I brought 3 different clients to view that unit. Of course, diorang tanya, kenapa owner ni mau jual? Pasal rumah tu cantik. And as a realtor, I have to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
I was informed by the vendor that this house haunted.
Is it near my house?
Dua orang terus macam oh yeah, I don't want. Tapi this one young couple baru kahwin. They say it's okay, we can just bring people to pray over. Yeah, they did, and alhamdulillah they're still staying there till now.
Nah,
Pray lah.
Yeah.
actually
Yalah.
the apa Pomin lah kan, haunted thing follow owner dulu bukan yang baru.
Yeah, possible.
Tak.
If we believe in that, dia memang owner tu
Yeah.
kadang memang dia punya.
Yeah,
dia
dia
kan ikut
akan-
betul.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Dia bilang, oh ini pack the bag betul. I saw it.
Masalah dia no scientific
Proven.
Proven.
data proven. So it's just hearsay. To me, hearsay.
Yes.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Perasaanmu saja.
Another challenge kan as a realtor ni ialah your income lambat masuk.
Oh.
Your income macam macam kita kerja awal bulan, hujung bulan kena bayar gaji.
Betul.
Kalau insurance also, you close this case, hujung bulan you dapat your commission.
Okay.
But in property, you have to wait until the whole process siap. Will take dalam 3 to 4 months.
Oh.
So after that, then only you'll be getting your professional fee. We call it professional fee. So dalam tempoh tu, kalau you do not have backup money, then a bit tough lah.
Tough lah.
That is why 70% those yang join property industry, normally they will drop out.
Because of that.
Because of that.
That 2-3 months. Itu pun belum tahu lagi dong ada juga. But then I think it's a good macam perjalanan yang kalau kau mau start, is it okay for them to start? Yang dia dah kerja full time, tapi dia buat part time dulu until dia buat. Can they do that also? Do you have part time section?
We do, but okay, let me tell you ya. If you do part time, okay, kau juga jual minyak kereta, kau juga jual insurans, kau juga jual kopi, dan kau juga jual property. So kau punya kepakaran di mana sebenarnya? So if people want to call you, will they call ini yang orang yang banyak jual ni, atau kau mau jual yang satu memang dia buat satu ni saja,
Yeah.
which is property.
Yang fokus pada
Fokus itu.
Actually, that's apply to everyone.
Yes.
actually.
So that's why those yang datang, I will advise them to try fokus satu. Fokus satu saja. Tak payahlah kau jual ini pun kau juga, jual makeup pun kau juga, lepas tu property kau juga. If you choose property dan property, sebab property ni betul masa dia flexible. You can arrange. Like me, I only work pagi, petang tu I have to go back buat kerja rumah, masak apa semua lah. Tetapi if you receive one property yang untuk dijual, we call it listing. You need to do the comparable market analysis. You have to tahulah berapa market analysis untuk rumah ni, dan rumah ni di taman sekitar ni tu berapa harga. At least we can tell the seller, and they know yang rumah dorang ni dalam anggaran berapa. Then we need to do fact sheets, we need to do some paperwork, we need to do advertisement. So kalau kau buat part time, macam susah juga lah.
Iya.
Macam tidak fokus lah.
Betul.
Fokus.
Sikit sana, sikit sana, semua dia buat.
Betul. So I think kalau kau mau join satu bidang, mana-mana lah bidang, jual makeup kah, kan, jual dodol kah, jual ambuyat kah. If you're ready to if you really focus, insyaAllah kau akan berjaya.
That's what she Kahira is a very close person to me. Ini aku punya whatever I refer to. She keep on saying, focus. Whatever I want to do, focus this one. So whatever I try to jump, boleh lah jump jauh sikit, tapi I come back with the jump that I've done for the past. Oh my God, 11 tahun rupanya.
You do things yang you love, and
Yeah.
you do things yang you're good at. If you're good in singing, buat singing.
Yeah.
Jangan mau ikut menari.
Yeah.
Contohnya lah. Contohnya lah.
Okay, then how is the property market in Sabah as for today? Because I understand dalam banyak negeri di Malaysia, we are the most expensive.
Not most lah, kita antara.
Antara.
Top three.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3 expensive, but
Yeah.
still expensive. Is it because of the
Actually there's a challenge jugalah, challenges ada, tapi ada peluang jugalah dalam hartanah di Sabah ni. Permintaan untuk rumah and commercial stabil. Diorang masih lagi mencari rumah untuk belilah, you know.
Oh, okay.
Especially di KK. As you can see kan banyak new project di KK sekarang kan. You name it lah, di Bundusan, di Kolombong, semua ada di situ kan.
The latest one I saw the one sebelah Market 88.
Ya.
Itu nampak macam
ini yang baru lagi. Ini yang paling baru 360.
Sebelah.
360 Bundusan. 360 Boulevard.
Cantik oh.
Yeah.
Bundusan is going to be like another
Yes.
stretch of
Yes.
yang hidden gems of
Yes,
KK.
yes.
I also lebih like macam what do you call Hartamas? No, not Hartamas. The other side of yeah.
Macam Bundusan lah ya. Bundusan. This 360 Boulevard, it's actually rumah. Di bawah dia will be shopping complex. So memang akan happening lah. Akan happening. Patut.
Tengoklah T1 dulu.
Ya, actually
Dulu diam-diam saja kan,
now booming kan. And kami lah agensi yang menjual T1 ni. We have few projects lah. One of them is 360 Boulevard.
How do you find it like macam the market itself? Is it really developmentnya tu seimbang di antara bandar dan luar bandar, or
Of course,
luar
bandar.
bandar juga sekarang start blooming?
Oh yes, if you can see, if I can say Papar ialah luar bandar, look at Papar now, look at Brunei now.
Yeah. Consider luar bandar.
Yes.
Papar,
Saya tengok Papar will be the next
Yeah.
satellite city.
Betul.
I've seen ada one architect dia punya vision di area Papar lah memang. Once kalau saya tengok dia punya kalau dia buat memang top lah Papar kan.
Kalau pergi Papar pun sekarang
Saya jadi
macam,
orang Papar.
this is Papar. Oh,
Ya, nak
Yeah,
macam
yeah,
dulu.
yeah, yeah,
sini
yeah.
kan?
Memang
Especially the Benoni area.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
Benoni.
yes.
Correct.
The old Papar still stay,
Yes.
which is I like it. Personally, macam very small town of Papar. Tapi bila you go the other side, wow.
Yes, wow.
Kan,
Is it
so-
Papar, ada kondo
Betul.
gitu kan?
Yeah, and then dia ada cinema sudah kan?
Cinema. Ya.
Ya, Papar ada cinema.
Yes.
How
Kota Marudu also ada, okay?
Oh,
Catching
really?
up, yes.
Kota Marudu?
Kota Marudu ada.
Ada.
Wow.
Ini yang saya maksudkan tu, kita perlu ada tu rail system.
Ya, rail
Podcast sebelum.
system.
Ah,
Kan.
yeah.
Tapi I think I don't know. Itu next topic lah.
But then the economy global kan inflasi and kadar faedah dia slow down a bit the apa transaksi. Tapi masih okay. Especially kita punya sektor pelancongan pun is very good. From since January to July ada pengunjung daripada China 1.7 juta. So
Even Gunung Kinabalu,
Ah,
local macam 10%, 20%, yang lain semua pelancong luar.
Wah.
but how do you find this like macam when you go back tadi pada market there's also macam kita punya property and land was bought from by the foreigner.
yeah.
So is it good for the local?
Actually
Honestly, I know as a property lah.
kerajaan ada memperkenalkan yang
MM2H.
Oh,
Yeah,
Malaysia my second
second
home.
home actually.
masih lagi menjaga kepentingan
Kepentingan
Local.
lah.
sebab foreigners hanya boleh beli ada certain price.
They need to have some 100,000
Ya.
in the bank.
Mesti ada begitu.
And-
Macam di Sabah dia hanya boleh beli 600,000 ke atas. Gitu.
Oh, okay.
Begitu. So lain negeri lain dia punya had dia lah. So itu juga pada masa yang sama menjaga kepentingan lokal.
So is part of also macam diorang ni memang dalam list market juga lah.
Yes.
As a potential
Yes.
di Sabah. Did you sell to the foreigners too?
Yes, yes.
Contoh Koreans.
Ada few Australians lah.
Okay.
Sebab cuaca dia kan macam sana.
Yeah.
Korean lah, Korean. Alright.
So kita next go for the
Alright.
next session lah.
Okay.
Makin
Alright.
hangat, makin hangat.
Okay. Next session.
kembali.
Macam di TV oh.
We are back. Kami bukan apa, sebenarnya kami serius sebab kami rasa kita benar orang hebat. Kita mendengar informasi yang betul.
Betul.
Sebab every time bila cakap pasal jual hartanah ni, kita mungkin terjumpa banyak broker je, Pak.
Broker,
Nah,
betul.
jadi disuruh jual barang, oh ini nak ngambil, itu nak ngambil, ini dengan setahu rupanya dia bukan orang yang bertauliah.
Ya.
Ini yang kita belajar
Yang
malam
tak
ni lah.
berlesen.
Ini yang kita belajar malam ni lah. Anyway, Kak Hilda, we just want to know, I mean, basically, what the benefit of becoming a real estate negotiator ni sebenarnya apa? Apa benefitnya selain daripada duit yang banyak? Keceng!
The time flexible. I can go. I can kerja pagi, petang I can be in shopping mall.
Oh, you always bring me to shopping.
Yes.
Oh, patutlah.
Tak kau free tak? Dia ada 2 orang. Satu tu kita mau kerjakan juga. Kami ada orang. They're very close to me for many years. So, yeah, that's the flexibility you have.
Tapi tidak bermaksud petang tu tidak buat kerja. Kalau ada viewing petang dan kita dahulukan kerja lah kan. Tapi it's how you manage your time.
Tapi kadang-kadang di shopping mall tu pun bekerja je kau kan?
Kadang-kadang-
You're answering phone.
Ya.
So what's the point sometimes kan during working hours kerja
Ya,
je.
tapi phone all the time lah kan.
Phone tu penting,
Betul,
betul. Call
betul.
is penting.
Ya.
Mana kita tahu?
So how to become a
tapi
successful?
lah kan,
Huh?
dia just call sambil tengok baju.
Ya. To inspire.
Multitask.
Satu lagi yang kelebihan realtors ialah we know rumah yang murah. We get the first hand information rumah tu dijual murah.
Kalau ada banglo murah bagi tahu saya.
Boleh. Banglo yang 200,000 yang tinggal kita pijak tanah tu jatuh gitu, boleh I will inform. Tiada lah murah banglo apa.
Tidak baik.
Kalau ada insyaAllah
Ya,
definitely
banglo
ada.
murah. Lepas tu ada orang kasih kawan ke sana.
And then benefitnya ialah you
Dan
can
decide the time lah kan.
adjust your income.
Adjust income.
Kau mau income lebih,
Kerja lebih.
Kerja lebih.
and then you achieve your target, company akan sediakan incentive. For this year, once you hit your target, we'll be going to London
Wow.
next year, insyaAllah. I'm almost there, insyaAllah.
Amin.
Saya baru balik London.
Yes.
Berapa hari?
Ada glass water.
Iklan.
Macam
time to kan. Kita call lah Kak Hilda. Kak Hilda apa kabar? Saya baru balik London.
Cover by.
Macam mana tu kalau how to become one REN?
REN. First, you need to attend. Berminat kah?
Tidak.
Tak mustahil asli kan.
Oh, saya
Call
tidak.
personally. Kak Hilda,
Tidak,
aku
tidak.
sebenarnya mau tahu macam mana.
Mana nak tahu kan?
Tapi Kak Hilda kalau laku few times.
Saya sekarang buat ni ada part time saya di unit trust dengan Islamic real estate. So saya fokus dua tu je, saya tidak mau tambah lagi. So I'm expert di dua. So saya tidak mau tambah lagi. Cukup lah.
Untuk
Yeah,
jadi
how to become-
a realtor, first you need to know agency tu. Which agency yang will support you from mula sampai berjaya. Dia ada dia punya path, agency tu punya support system. Kan? Lepas tu kalau you want to be a negotiator, then only you go for the NCC. NCC ni ialah Negotiators Certification Course.
Oh,
Dia handled by MIEA. MIEA ialah Malaysian what is MIEA? MIEA ialah Malaysian Institute of Estate Agency.
macam
MIEA.
MII lah, Malaysian Institute of Insurance.
Ya. Dia untuk
Oh, kita ada
estate
satu
agent.
penduduk MII dulu.
Yes. So, diorang akan buat the training for 2 days.
Okay.
Then you become the. Tetapi kalau mau jadi agent yang berjaya, apart from the agency, you just follow your leader ataupun your seniors yang sudah berjaya. You follow them. Attend the training. Online, offline, attend the training.
Don't be a lone ranger.
Yes, don't be. And then whatever your leader suruh buat.
Follow.
Follow. Because diorang sudah proven ada track record yang
Yeah,
bagus.
yeah.
So they know what they're talking about. Kan? So you follow.
The method part tu kan,
Yes.
method tu dia punya yang actually
Kena disiplin,
Penting.
kena positif,
Penyabar.
sabar, betul. Especially kalau janji pukul 10 datang pukul 11.30, sabar. Itulah.
And what is the latest projects by Property Hub Sdn Bhd?
Selain yang ni lah.
Actually, Property Hub, we do not take semua project.
Oh,
We've been very selective even from the day one I joined. That is
Oh.
Property Hub. Dia akan ambil satu lender, satu residential, satu commercial, begitu. So currently project yang ada sekarang tidak banyak, tapi we're into it sahaja. We focus itu saja. Satu kita buat satu project di Kota Marudu. They call it Taman TNG Fasa 7A. Ini semi-D 2 tingkat di Kota Marudu.
oh,
We're going to do open house 20 hari bulan hingga 22 hari bulan September ni, Jumaat hingga
kita
Ahad.
pergi,
Yes. Actually the house is
Kota
very nice.
Marudu.
And then kita buat 360 project, 360 Boulevard. Kita ada T2, this is T1. We have another T2 di Tawau, it's a shop lot.
oh.
And there's another T3 di Kolombong. You know where
Oh,
T3?
I know is
T3
it.
is
I
where?
know is it.
Where is
it
T3?
Sebelah
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Belakang
bukan Starbucks.
BMW. Belakang
Ah.
BMW.
Oh,
Regas-
yeah, yeah,
Regas-
yeah,
Regas
yeah,
BMW.
Yes. But that one is only for leasing.
I saw that.
Only for leasing.
I saw that.
And we have one project shop lot di Donggongon, Uptown. Tapi Uptown tinggal few units lagi lah.
Oh.
So that's
Kiranya Rancak juga ada
Rancak.
kita
Rancak.
dari KK di
Rancak,
Sabah ni.
yes.
Rancak juga.
yeah.
And
Sabah.
the buying power is quite strong kalau
Yeah.
begitu. Actually shows that no matter how lah people say about this economy blah blah, but then
Yeah.
there's always people have money to buy property.
Sama kan, saya pujilah orang Sabah pandai simpan duit. Betul, orang Sabah
Oh, ya.
pandai simpan duit.
But you will never go wrong kalau invest in property. But of course the location main the
Made it different.
memainkan peranan yang penting. Location tu di mana.
I see. Yeah.
Saya kalau macam saya kan, location and the aesthetic. Kalau macam kondo estetik luar tu, how macam mana dia punya blend dengan sekeliling and then the facilities. So kalau macam kondo kalau di luar sudah cantik ada facility, dan di dalam itu depends on personal preference. Macam yang ada satu influencer ya, rumah dia PR saja pun.
Tapi di dalam macam
Cantik.
Oh, that
Ya.
one.
Cantik. Oh,
Yang
that
perempuan
one.
itu, ya.
Yes,
So
betul.
dia cantik because lah di luar yang kalau macam yang dia property hub jaga memang
I've seen one house
lawak.
in Taman
Betul.
Jambo. I've seen one house in Taman Jambo.
Petagas tu?
I enter. Aku rasa aku macam di jazz club.
Oi nak.
Seriously. Dia punya interior, dia punya apa di dalam, first of all dia pasal lagu jazz lah. But dalam tu kan berkilau dan lain macam. Tapi
Itu yang bagus punya berkilau kan, tak bagus
actually,
yang berkilau.
actually interior dia memainkan kita punya juga.
Yes, yes.
Mood.
So you design your house kan?
Kak, the next thing that we're looking into sekarang ni, what is the I lost my question. Somebody help me please.
How can someone become interested in becoming a REN?
As I said, you have to sit for 2 days training NCC. And ada few persatuan lah yang buat macam Perham, MIEA, mereka akan organize. So you attend this 2 days training, and then you cari agency, the right agency. Tidak semestinya besar tu bagus dan agensi kecil tu tidak bagus. It's
Okay.
macam mana they support you. And then
Tapi yang macam property hub ni memang ramai sudah seniors lah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually famous
I went-
I imagine dia punya support system memang
You're very
Support
good.
system they're very good.
Very
Because,
good.
And then the moment I enter semalam, I was like, this is the thing that I missed maybe about 10 years ago. The environment that I was taught during Amin Insurance. Environment tu sebiji.
Di sini kadang-kadang we spend most of the selepas viewing di luar, kadang-kadang tension dengan perangai klien dan semua. So sometimes orang datang, lepak di pantry, minum-minum, dia kasih release semua tension, ketawa-ketawa apa semua, and then ciao. And then they always, macam contohnya, new rent datang, and then me as a senior kan, I'm going to Putatan, I have one viewing, anybody wants to join? We tanya the juniors, because kau akan tengok macam mana aku buat kerja.
Yeah.
Then only you know,
Yeah.
then only you learn.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
InsyaAllah by 2-3 kali tengok macam mana your senior buat, definitely you can do
Terus
that.
pandai sudah.
So that is what this is the culture yang we have in Property Hub. We are not big, we only dalam 70 staff, tetapi we support each other. And tidak ada perbezaan kau Cina, aku Melayu, tidak ada. Alhamdulillah di sini.
One thing I like also kan pasal your office ni, just now saya around lah. Dia punya workstation bar, so nice.
I think this is corporate. This is
Yes.
the way
Yeah.
corporate smells.
Yeah,
like,
tapi
look like.
workstation ni bah, like
Yeah.
first time saya nampak begini. I pergi ada office insurance ke apakah, tidak ada begini bah.
The
Dua
design
orang,
lah, the
satu
design.
cubicle dengan
And for your information, you might not know this, kamu tidak notice. We have the best coffee in town. Perasan tak?
Kalau banyak saya nampak.
No, because Disney free.
Ah,
that's the best coffee.
Kopi
Free.
paling best ialah benda yang free.
Free coffee.
Okay, how can someone become interested in becoming an RM?
As I said, NCC, 2 days course under
Oh, yeah.
MIA,
Okay.
then go to agency.
What is your hope to achieve all this?
Pertama, I want to see more Bumi Putra to join this industry. I know ramai Bumi Putra yang berkualiti di luar sana yang tidak tahu dorang mau apa sebenarnya.
Yeah.
That is how I started. Alhamdulillah, I got the best guidance both from my husband and my agency.
Can we clap for the husband because he's here?
supportive.
Makcik!
Kata
Very
dia,
supportive.
kalau aku tidak buat kerja di rumah, kalau aku tak TV saja kan, dia bilang, you have no listing?
Wow.
Oh, dia main nanya. Oh.
Aku tak kerja? I said, okay, that's
It's
a
like
yes,
macam
yes.
kalau di insurance dia panggil unit manager yang akan check kau. Oh, do you have call today?
Semua begitu kan?
Yeah, yeah.
Shock begitu.
But actually it's good.
Yeah.
You got it's a very positive
It is.
That's what makes you who you
Betul,
are today.
betul.
Kak Hinda is like receiving so many awards, so many. She's a top achiever, okay? Top achiever.
Alhamdulillah.
Top achiever
Alhamdulillah.
for wanita pertama, kedua Bumi Putra, dan ketiga she's my friend. And our friend.
Our friend.
Saya tiap tepuk tangan sakit.
So, Kak, we have 1 minute.
And as you know, I'm heading to REA. I'm targeting insyaAllah in 3 years time. I finish my work diary, tinggal paperwork and the interview, and I do hope insyaAllah I will succeed
InsyaAllah.
dan dipermudahkanlah untuk
Amin.
REA. That's my target.
Aku rasa aku suruh anak aku ambil degree in property and I work for you lah nanti.
You work for
Yeah,
me?
she work for you lah. Okay. Kita doakan Kak.
Yeah, thank you,
Years
thank you.
from now, May kita pun akan dijemput lagi dan aku
Yeah.
kata Kak, how you
Open
make
house,
this?
open house nanti
How
kita
you
pergi.
made to this? Kan? So we hope you have more quality agent. You have
So to
more.
all the youngsters yang mungkin tidak tahu mau buat apa kan, tapi kamu mesti ada minat. Itu paling penting, mesti ada minat.
Ya. Kalau kamu sudah train untuk minat berjualan, start from sales, start
Yes.
from marketing,
Yes.
start from customer service, and you have all this quality, I would say. Brush it, carilah satu kerja yang macam ni lah, yang actually akan guide kamu punya masa depan lebih baik. In case lah kamu tidak rasa macam where to go, what to do, kan?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be professional.
Yeah.
Because selalunya minta maaf, orang kita ni dia ada degree, ada apa, dia mungkin pekerjaan tidak dapat semua. Dia apa lagi aku mau buat? You know?
Jangan terlampau cari kerja yang terus dapat banyak duit lah.
Ya,
Yeah.
Jangan boleh
Begitu,
cari.
ya,
Dia memang semua yang kamu nampak tu dia sudah sampai sana, tapi yang kamu tidak nampak perjalanannya daripada awal ke sana. So jangan terus ni lah, jangan terus
Expect big
masuk jadi agent terus dapat 1 juta.
Yeah.
Dia ada journey dia.
My
Semua
first
ada
commission, close this case, my commission masuk a year after that.
Wow.
My first case.
Wow.
After jalan.
Yeah. So yeah, it's is bukan yang kita nampak the glory. Everybody wants to see the glory, but not the process.
Yes.
Not the process. But yeah, kita doakan Kak Hilda. Thank you so much. Kami a bit formal because yalah, this is professional punya kerja. So we come up with
Penting.
bantuan Kak Hilda juga for the questions and all that, because that's what Sabahan bilang. We want to give the best of positive information. Yang best orang-orang kita, ada orang Sabah, orang Keke, Melayu. I mean, yeah, kayo Brunei kan?
No, I'm Malay.
Saya sendiri.
I'm not Brunei.
Oh, Malay. Oh, she's Malay.
I think the second RN yang saya pernah juga
No, I'm a PA.
KPS kan. Ya, ada satu orang Sabah yang saya kenal, dia dulu study di Unitar. Sekarang dia sekarang di KL lah. Then I saw dia punya one of the video, dia start macam ada recognition dia sudah.
Ya, ya. Ini
Tidak-
yang kita mau.
Sabah tidak
actually,
ramai
kan?
ikut.
Yeah. Actually, this is what we were looking at. The successful of Sabahan.
Yeah.
Orang Sabah ni jangan nampak yang ini tak boleh, itu tak boleh, ini tak boleh, itu dah jadi, ini dah jadi. Tapi we have the successful yang mencari dengan caranya sendiri dan terbukti proven success. Anyway, thank you so much Kak Hilda. We are out of time sudah.
So don't forget to like, comment, and share this and subscribe also this podcast, Sabahan Pinang Podcast.
Please lah, saya pernah edit sampai patah tangan.
We okay. Anyway, so saya Ita Bakir.
Pai Wali Ayah.
Selina Light.
Hilda Halim.
Yeah.
See you.
See you. Okay, bye.